We are live. Get that little sip.
Oh, delicious.
Now, today is a very special episode. We'd like to thank you for turning in because you know you can't spell daddy without the Addy. I said you can't spell daddy without the Addy. Thank you for tuning in. We have a wonderful show today and a very special episode to start the new year off.
Yes,
Happy New Year!
And you're gonna love it.
Now, yesterday we had another very special show, and we had a special audience. It is under good authority that the President of the United States,
Of America.
thank you, Mr. Trump, tuned in yesterday and enjoyed the show. So much so that 3 hours after our report on fraud needing to be stopped in every single state, not just Democratic-run states or Somalian areas, every single state. And what did Trump do less than 3 hours later?
He did it.
He did that. Fraud was stopped in all 50 states until they can prove there is no fraud, just like it should be. So nobody's getting picked on. Nobody's being isolated. All of the United States must be held accountable for the fraud that we all know is happening. Thank you, Mr. Trump, for tuning in and listening to the show and listening to the American people. We appreciate it. So without further ado, we do have a short episode today. We don't want to make anybody wait. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get straight to the reason you're here. Addy, could you please lead America and your President of the United States in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, I can. Hands over hearts, everybody. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That was our message yesterday, justice for all. And you saw it come out 3 hours later after our little girl reported on it. Trump's bringing justice for all 50 states. There is no one state. There is no they're picking on somebody. Everyone is being held accountable.
Now that is what I call freedom.
And that's going to change our news today. Rather than recap all of 2025, because we do have important people here, and while we have you, let's just talk about the most important pieces of 2025. Are you ready, little girl?
Yes, I am.
Now, to set this one up, it's important to know who didn't want it to happen. Okay?
Okay.
In 2025, we saw, now again, for those of you at home, if you're a Democrat or Republican or a Libertarian or a Green Party or Independent, whoever you are, please take yourself out of the picture for a second, okay?
Take yourself out of the picture.
We're not talking about you.
We're not talking about you.
We're talking about leaders, people in charge, people with authority, people who are making decisions, okay? We know that that's not the people. It's a large reason as to why the president is doing what he's doing. Let's talk about what he's doing. All across the U.S., one of the reasons we left New York City and we left that area, we came down south, was for safety. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Did we cancel our memberships at American Natural History Museum in Philadelphia, in Boston? Did we get rid of all those memberships?
Yes.
Because why? What was happening?
There's no safety.
There was no safety. It was very, very dangerous. And what made it twice as dangerous was that if you caught a bad guy doing dangerous things, Addy, did they lock him up or did they let him right back onto the street?
Right back onto the street.
Now, I know you know how to protect yourself, and you very much will protect yourself, but should I be putting you in a situation as a father where you have to protect yourself every day?
No.
Absolutely not. And that's what was being forced upon Americans all across America, especially in Democratic strongholds where they preached sanctuary cities and they allowed gangs to run rampant. Now, this is important to understand. That's been going on for decades, since I was born. We have never seen a president ever take on the establishment. The amount of hate that our president has received for wanting to stop murder is absurd. Every city he went, Chicago, Washington, D.C., L.A., everywhere where the Black community, the Asian community, the white community, Americans needed help the most. Who, this journalist asks you, who was the most vocal about saying, no, don't send help. We want to let them keep killing each other? Was it the Democrats?
Yes.
Absolutely. Very loudly. Democratic leaders from Governor Newsom to whoever runs that Chicago, I don't even like that communist dude. Turns out nobody in Chicago likes him. He has one of the lowest ratings ever as a mayor. But let's get past it. Let's be clear that every authority in power was against Trump pulling the trigger. Now, you can check our timestamps and you can check these reporters. We were clear that only Trump could bring the Christmas and the New Year's that Chicago, Washington, and LA needed. Washington, D.C., we immediately saw Black lives being saved. Is that right?
Yes, it is. And that's amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes, it is.
Should be celebrated all across the country. But was it?
No.
No, and that's why our first and most important story to bring today is that after all the fighting, after the name calling, after MSM completely attacked your president and said all sorts of racist bad things toward him. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, you know what these journalists like to do?
What?
Let's look at the outcomes.
Let's look.
Let's just ignore all the chitter chatter. Let's not even care what ABC News said could happen, would happen. Let's not even look at what CNN lied to their people about. Let's just see. Trump sent in National Guard troops against the wishes of the governors and the mayors and all the political puppets, right?
Yeah.
He did it against their wishes. That much is clear. And what outcome do we have, Addy? The largest drop in murders ever recorded. Okay, so did Trump deport gang members?
Yes.
Did Trump go into cities where they were saying, you can't come in? And he said, yes, I can. And did he take bad people that are hurting little girls off the streets?
Yes.
Did the left complain and cry and scream?
Yes.
Now that seems a little weird.
Yes.
Aren't you supposed to protect little girls?
Yeah.
Doesn't the left and the Democratic Party say they're going to save the black community?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like their deal?
Yeah.
And when they're in charge of the black community, is it working out well for them, Eddie?
No, it's not. It's almost like they wanted to be president or king or queen just so they can have power and treat their citizens like trash. And they didn't care one bit about the girls. No. They didn't care about like me, like 8-year-old. They didn't care.
They don't. Now, they may pretend, they may say, but the outcomes are what matter. So I don't care what your opinion is, and you don't care about my opinion. We're not here to give it. We don't care about our opinions.
No, we don't.
We care about facts.
Facts.
We care about outcomes.
We care about outcomes. Facts.
And so let me ask you, regardless of how people felt, regardless of what the news told you, what is the outcome of Trump enforcing deportations on gangbangers, forcing deportations on illegal criminals that are hurting little girls, and stopping the criminals from shooting the black community, the white community, the Asian community? What did we have happen when Trump did something the first time ever?
The biggest
Drop in homicides ever recorded. And that was 1 year.
Wow.
Now, the only sad news for this is that Trump has pulled it back. Trump is honoring the wishes of the governors, honoring the wishes of the Democratic Party, who said, we don't care that homicides have now dropped, the lowest ever on history. Get out. Go away. And so Trump is saying, okay, you saw what I did when I came in. The people felt what I did when we came in. They're alive now because we came in and saved them. So sure, we'll back out now and put it all in your control again. What's likely to happen to those numbers, Addy?
Drop.
You would want them to drop, but now that the criminals are going to be let back out on the streets, crime is likely to go back up. We'll be paying attention and we'll be showing every life lost is 100% on the Democrats who did not want the help that caused the lowest drop in homicides ever recorded.
The lowest drop of homicides ever recorded.
That's your 2025 news. We're going to recap all the months and we'll get to that tomorrow, right? We have a very fun episode. But today, we wanted to make sure you understand what 2025 represented. And it represented one thing. It represented one group of party of Americans refusing to keep their own citizens safe.
That's their main job. Keep them safe so they can resign.
That's not how they keep their job. By keeping their people hurting, by keeping their people in pain, they manipulate and use that pain to say, only we can help you, as they allow them to suffer. But Trump went in there and said, I don't care what you say. Here's how you help people. And he did, with the largest drop again ever recorded. So that should be the end of the news. That's all you need to know about 25. But wait,
But
there's one more.
there's one more.
New Year's resolution, Trump says he wants peace on earth.
I would love that.
That's what you said for Christmas, too.
Yeah, what the fudge? We're like reading each other's minds over here.
I agree with that. President Trump, we're going to let you go. Let's just celebrate one more thing today. We have another world record.
World record.
And again, you see this again. This is the second time, and there's lots of these, but this is the second time that the President of the United States
Of America.
has said, I'm going to do this. And you know what MSM said?
What?
MSM in return said, no, you're not. No, you can't. We're not going to let you. And argued heavily.
How heavily?
Tariffs. Trump has now set a world record in investments in America, guys. You're hearing that right. 2025 recap. It's over. We set a new world record in investments.
Whoa.
Trillions more than the number 2, China. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we were told this could not happen. This would not happen. America could not get it back. Lots of years ago, Obama said Trump had a magic wand or didn't have a magic wand. Well, here we are in his second term, in his first year, and we have world record-breaking investments. You judge for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. We're setting world records just in the first year of an administration that is fighting against those that don't want to save the community, that don't want investments to come in and bolster the American society, the American dream, the employers, the enforcement of working together. It's a little sad to see that they're fighting so hard. But when you're winning and the scoreboard says it all, what does that mean for America? Are they seeing it?
Yes.
And are we happy to report on it?
Yes, we are.
And that's all our show is about today. We want to give you 2 recaps for 2025. Lowest murders in history on record.
On record.
Thank you, President Trump.
Thank you.
And to your team that is out there working for the American dream.
Thank you, President Trump and your team.
World record in investments in 2025.
World record in investments. World.
Thank you, President Trump, for fighting against all of those from the neocons to the far left that do not want you to support America and raise us back to the top. We see you. The world sees you. The investments are here. We're very excited about 2026, and we want to wish the White House and everyone who's watching a very happy new year. Today, we're going to have a special show today. We cut it a little bit short this morning because where are we going today, Addie?
To the all right, let me just.
It's not the polar bear plunge because we're on the East Coast here in Florida. Where are we? What is it? It's called the Shark PLUNGE.
The Shark PLUNGE. All right. So there's sharks in the water. Dad told me about this, but I'm jumping in the water. There's gonna be some guys down there. And remember, if a shark comes at you, go behind it. It's blind spot. And if it won't let you go behind it, punch it in the freaking nose. Boop. Pull back. Boop,
palm it in the hand. Yep. Palm it in the nose.
Boop,
yep. Because you're sensitive, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing. They don't. In Pennsylvania and New York, we had a polar bear plunge this time every year. Very cold. Down here, they're doing a shark plunge off the Navarre Pier at 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock today. So we're going to get some stuff done, and we're going to head over there today for some fun. Look forward for a live feed at 1 o'clock today from the Navarre Pier, fishing pier for the shark plunge. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you, President Trump, again, for all of your help and your support. We love America. God bless you all. What do you want to do? Why don't you go out with this one? I was going to do some quote. Why don't we do this one? Isaiah 6:8. Lead us out, Addie.
I heard the voice of the Lord say, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then I said, here I am, send me.
That's right, guys. All of us must do our part in the fight to bring America back. Thank you for the leadership, and thank you for tuning in today.
Each one of us.
We love you. God bless.
God bless America and everyone in it.